Oh, I need to be careful on the beer. I've given blood today.
Oh yeah, I like that you do that often. It's good.
Yeah, I've got my Sonic Boom accessory on.
Getting that look.
I mean, you know, cosplay as your heroes.
Yeah. Specifically the Sonic Boom Sonic is your hero.
No, Knuckles.
Oh yeah, because he bandaged his arms, isn't it, Knuckles? Well, I'm
Sonic Boom
uncomfortable.
Knuckles is fucking brilliant. Like,
is he like kind of a doofus as well?
No. He's like subverts the brawny stereotype.
Ah, okay.
There's that great clip of him like saying he's a feminist. Have you seen that?
No, Knuckles is a feminist. That's amazing.
No, it's great. There's like basically and it's like a really ironic thing where Amy says something is like, you know, it's like they're playing baseball and Amy's like, can the one woman on the team break the glass ceiling and prove that she's equal to the men? And Knuckles is like, well, actually, you know, have you considered that by differentiating women and men like that you're actually working against the cause of equality, and that by calling out these differences rather than just performing well, that actually you're working against your cause? And like everyone like turns around and Knuckles is like, what? Where did this come from? And he's like, look, just because I'm a meathead doesn't mean I'm not a feminist. Like, come on. Like,
I really like that. This is the cartoon then, not even the video game.
Yeah.
Maybe I should watch that cartoon.
The thing is, and in telling that story, I actually realised I don't know if I'm remembering that from like watching the show, or if I'm remembering that from seeing screen grabs on Twitter where people have put their own captions on it.
Right.
It might actually not be present in the actual piece.
You have actually seen the Sonic Boom TV show then?
I have watched a couple of episodes of it. Yes,
how does it stack up against SAS?
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's definitely not as good as that one.
Yeah.
But it is good. And what I like about it is it's kind of like it's like a friendly adversary type thing. Like Eggman is not like this massive dictator who is like overlording over everything. Although obviously, you know, I love that.
Yeah.
It's like he's the jock and they're the nerds. It's like he is trying to thwart them, but like every now and again he'll come to them and he'll be like, guys, I really don't like coming to you for this thing, but I've got this problem. Like, I'm up for this big contest, and I don't think I'm going to win. You know, it's like stuff like that.
Wow. Okay, that's very different. That's why I have to watch Sonic Boom, especially if it's on Netflix. It's easy, isn't it? Because I'm feeling very Sega-y, having to listen to a lot of Sonic the Comic, the podcast, in 1 week.
It's a good pod.
It is. Yeah, I like them a lot.
Do you know what? I think that's a lot of what it is as well. I'm going to listen to. They've just put out the Eternal Champions special.
I've just listened to that actually, which I thought I didn't own, but I definitely did.
So I have no. Like the first I heard of Eternal Champions when they were like, "There's an Eternal Champions strip," and I was like, "What the hell is an Eternal Champion?"
So I had that video game.
Right, yeah.
And I feel quite gratified when you say it's difficult, because I completed it.
I didn't have video games when I was a child.
Of course, like, yeah, you said that. Yeah.
Well,
but I bought it because it was a bit like Mortal Kombat.
So
Enemy over there.
Along with respecting film classifications, my family were big on the video games rot your brain train.
Yeah.
And
which is true, which is 100% true. Oh, someone's dropping near you.
Yeah,
I am taking fire, friends.
Alright, there's someone shooting near me too.
It's all popping off over there. You murder them all, Will.
What the hell? Oh my god, that person
rifle.
sniped me from the balloon.
Oh, they're coming down on you now. Wow, they're intense.
Fucking.
Got my ult, but it might cause more problems than it solves.
Giving my shield to recharge.
Yeah, so the first games console I had was a second-hand Game Boy I bought from my local independent game store.
I think that's a hell of a console, right? I'm gonna get this guy.
Don't worry, my brother. I got you.
Oh, I should have domed.
All good.
Yeah, my parents just assumed I would handle everything, which was great, but
but
also
there was some stuff that
well,
wasn't true for.
yeah, exactly, yeah. So like I saw like my dad's like I remember my dad being really excited that he managed to get Predator on home video, and I was very young, and we watched it, and it was fucking awesome, but I was terrified. But yeah, just the stuff like Jaws, he was very eagerly showing me and stuff like that. But because of that, I was a Mortal Kombat mega fan, and when Eternal Champions was being shown as like a Mortal Kombat-esque game, I was like, hell yeah. And it was not as good, but I remember enjoying it, but I was a kid. Also, the
that
fatalities
was like
are rough.
the era of those kinds of games, right? Like,
Yeah, there's so many like Mortal Kombat-esque games.
Peacekeeper here.
yeah.
I'm gonna take this triple take instead of this. No, not instead of that gun. Oh no, disaster.
Let's explore this way.
Okay, give me half an hour to pick
Never
up
mind.
all my shit.
But yeah, like I do not know Eternal Champions at all.
It's very much one of those. It's that era of like we can be Mortal Kombat as well, but we've got loads of fatalities
Listen up,
and
listen
like
up.
doubling
That's
down,
ammo.
Right, I see. Yeah.
doubling down on all this stuff
Mid-range. I need shotgun ammo.
that they felt were Mortal Kombat. I mean, they weren't wrong that it was its selling point, but like it was never as good as that.
Thank you.
But I ate it up as a kid, you know.
I mean, I'm thinking about like my relationship to games as a kid. Like all the video games rot your brain stuff was probably because like it was just super expensive. We didn't have that much money.
Reloading.
Yeah,
Um,
it would be that cloaked you, reckon.
know,
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. And they were coming up with excuses rather than going, "We can't afford it."
yeah.
They'd be
Games
like,
are-
you know,
games
"Oh,
are
it's not good for
expensive back
you.
then
Like
too.
here is some, graph
And it-
paper from Dad's work.
Yeah.
Go and draw something."
They probably do
I think there's a
at
trap
that
around here.
age that they would work on. They work on you as well. Well, work on you sounds delicious, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Magazines were a waste of money when I was a kid. Like the
Oh really?
I remember getting PlayStation magazine, and the only reason I got it was because I got mysteriously ill when I was abroad and had to be brought back to the UK and hospitalised. And that was one of the things I wanted, and they weren't going to say no when I was
nice.
in that state.
You found the third way.
And so I got, I think it was like issue 3 of PlayStation World. Without having a PlayStation, just because I was, obsessed. And I
Yes.
think by that
Yeah,
point,
yeah.
like, my mum had kind of decided, look, if he gives this much of a shit about it, like,
Yeah.
it's probably not worth denying him.
Yeah. It's interesting that your interest,
That location may be good for looting.
like the fact that
I
it's so, because they like bought me games gone till like 4, but like it's almost like your interest had to fight to assert themselves, which is
Yeah,
kind of
I think
cool.
part of it was, isn't this nice, it's escapism.
Yeah.
Part of it was, my parents won't let me, and so they must be something,
Oh, that's like it worked in the reverse. That's interesting.
I think so.
Backpack here.
You
Level 2.
just
and
can't
I
win
think-
as a parent, can you?
Watch yourself. There's another squad attack.
Calling the airstrike.
Hostile right here.
Airstrike. Airstrike.
Double airstrike. Set me up. I honestly think the suppression from that is worse than the damage.
Yeah. I mean, that's quite funny what I just did there. I went into a shield, got
Oh,
a
someone's
perfect
behind me.
emotion result, and then died.
That was
but
rough.
yeah,
Someone
no-
just came behind me.
So yeah, and we were sick there.
Oh,
Yeah, I ended up. My brother and I both bought second-hand Game Boys with our pocket money,
no.
and at that point it was done, And it was
Yeah, so you were in.
like we'd proved that it didn't rot our brains and it wouldn't get in the way of homework.
Yeah.
And then when my friend accidentally ordered 2 GameCubes for the price of 1, I was able to get like a GameCube for I think £100 at
Wow,
launch.
yeah, okay.
And my mum was like, couldn't say no to that as well, and so then I basically just played Rogue Leader until my thumbs bled.
Yeah, that was a great game.
I remember there was a time I think Smash Brothers Melee came out. We think we talked about this because we like looked up at the release date.
Yeah, because it feels like a launch game. Yeah.
Yeah, and it almost was, but it was delayed a bit.
Right. Okay.
And I cleared out my bank account to buy it. And when my mum found out, she forced me to take it back to Game. And the manager at Game, was furious with me because he thought he recognised me and that I would do this a lot. And me being this meek little kid, I like didn't know how to handle it. He thought that I was some teenager that would just buy games and return them and use it as renting for free.
Yeah, which I did.
Yeah, well.
Maybe I was that kid. Maybe I got you in trouble.
Yeah, so the guy almost didn't let me return it. I ended up buying it again a couple months later, I think. Because I had the convenient excuse of I had some friends around and we all wanted to play it.
Yeah. I bet you got hundreds of hours out of it, though.
Oh, God, yeah.
Looks like I'm the jump master.
Because that was always thinking my parents did see how much time I spent on it, and I think they'd just kind of go, oh, alright. Although I always want to go and hug my mum when I realise how expensive the Sega Saturn was when it launched. That was a
and especially like adjusted for inflation. It's like it's like $1,500, isn't it? Like it's something nonsense.
It's like computer price.
Alright, hope you're ready. Let's do this, bro.
And you know, it was a commercial failure, but oh my fucking god, I played my Saturn every single goddamn day and loved it dearly. But yeah, just when you see that price in those, the articles that go around every now and again, you're just like, fucking hell, oh, it's busy here.
Oh, enemy.
Oh, what, my auto aim threw me off. Like on my drop.
I did not get the gold shield or any weapons.
Okay, so we know what we're up against. They obviously know it's
or any survival.
there. They know exactly what's there then. They're coming for me now, I think.
Just you and me now, brother. We can do this.
I'm gonna sandwich, I think.
And do you know what else, actually? Console manufacturers these days do not get enough credit for creating things that have genuine longevity.
Give me a second.
1 second, sorry. Sorry, wait, don't get enough credit for what, sorry?
Creating things that have genuine longevity.
Yeah, like, I remember the PlayStation 3 Xbox era lasting ages.
Well, but not only that, right? Like, the Xbox, most people had 6 or 7 of them, right?
Sure, yeah, sure.
You know? But, like,
oh, you mean, like,
PlayStation...
the device, yeah.
Yeah, my PlayStation 4, I have used almost every day for 6 years?
Yeah, it's fine. Oh. Yeah, probably spent too much time killing that one guy. I got knocked there at least. Yeah, I mean the amount of time my PlayStation is either on or on standby is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
And it's perfectly fine. Yeah, it gets a bit loud sometimes, but
You see, mine doesn't even do that.
no.
I mean, half the time I'm playing with my headphones on, but you know.
Oh yeah, okay, so it could be. Have you got a base one?
A what one?
A base PlayStation or a Pro?
I do. I have a launch model PlayStation.
Right, I've got the Destiny one. Which is just a PlayStation, but it came out with Destiny.
Yeah.
It came with a big sticker. Right? No, they all sold out. I was so excited about Destiny when it came out. It came with a big sticker I could put on it and didn't, for obvious reasons. Shit. But I bought it for Destiny and was so disappointed with Destiny I traded it in the week after. But you know, the PlayStation itself was a fantastic product. But
sorry, I'm getting a phone call. I'm gonna have to answer this.
no, it's. What's my other gun? Oh, it's sniper rifle.
I see an enemy.
Probably should have taken a shot. What? Oh, come on. How did I miss that?
Spotted one.
Yeah, I see him. Shooting him. Shit, someone's here. Fuck. and I'm Watson.
Throwing Arcstar.
We are not alone. Look over here.
Alright, frag out.
We are not alone. Look over here.
Opening fire. Getting shot at. 1 minute until close. Nearby.
Throwing a grenade. Sense deployed.
Give him my shield to recharge. Get the bamboozling.
Reloading. I downed an adversary. I'm bleeding out. Adversary near me.
I'm back,
We're being
nothing
attacked.
happened.
Yeah, we're being attacked. There's a guy just a Watson and a
Okay.
Pathfinder right outside this door.
Oh, I can't even fucking do this. Hold on.
They're
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
Oh shit. That Watson was right there.
Close.
I'm amazed they didn't find you. They were running around this building.
Oh, I shouldn't have done this. Oh well.
Here to save the day.
I'm being rezzed. We've got not long to get to the new run.
My circuit connecting again.
Oh,
She's hit.
And they're hitting me. Got a bad guy.
Tossing Napster.
Scrum.
Throwing some.
Do one.
yeah.
There's a big fight heading up here actually, but I'm guessing they've all moved on.
Wow, this is a good zip.
Yeah, it was our Pathfinder.
No, it wasn't. It was someone else because I'm our Pathfinder.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
Wouldn't it be great if I was like, this is a really good zip, guys, who did this?
Just like prompting for compliments. One down.
Yeah, there's another squad.
Downed an adversary.
Yeah, they're attacking. Oh, still on the roof. Still they're on the roof. Oh, it's the players I saw fighting people before.
Healing my wounds.
Enemy down.
I missed like 7 sniper shots on this guy when he was fighting the other team.
A second squad.
Oh, fuck's sake, another squad.
Recharging shield.
Combat's too noisy. Shush now.
Why is everyone coming here? Oh, we just got a line.
Oh shit, someone's shooting at me. There's fucking 2 squads. Trump loves ninjas is a hell of a name.
Oh, that's very specific. Wonder if it's a meme or something.
The willing will survive.
I'm gonna safe search Trump loves ninjas, so Google doesn't get twisted. No, it's not a meme or anything. Weird. Let's go somewhere that's not refinery. Oh, let's go survey camp.
That. Also, I've got 2 L stars. That's a problem.
R301 here.
Well, you're gonna dump a lot of. I know. Yeah, it's pointless. Well, I suppose if one overheats, you could swap it.
That would be an interesting tactic. Instead, I just got an Havoc instead.
I've got an R99 and a Hemlock.
If you have an R99, there is a ton of ammo over here.
Hop up.
Oh yeah, I think I know that room.
Oh, you got the purple shield, nice.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of vaguely remembered it
Let's
was
do
there.
this thing.
Didn't quite know the room, but I just got lucky.
Barrel stabilizer here. Level 2.
I think it's a really nice addition to the map. This.
Hemlock here.
I could use that.
I think I'm going to go and get
Extended heavy mag here. Level 1.
an Evo
Optics
shield.
here. Sniper.
And I agree, yes. I don't even remember what was here before. Was it just a field?
Yeah, I think it was nothing. I think it was just like a big empty. I mean, I suppose they knew, right?
Well, I kind of feel like they leave spaces like that so they can put stuff in later.
Yeah.
But I've got to assume that they don't like intentionally do it. Like it's like they're not like, and this is designed, and we're going to hold it back. That wouldn't make any sense.
No, yeah, they'd have a notion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I wonder what happened with the Shattered Forest if they were just like, let's just fucking leave this.
I genuinely think that they built that as a place for level that they thought was cool, realised no one used it, and
Yeah.
people who didn't like it, and it didn't work with any abilities, and then went, like, really rework it for this.
Gotta hop up here.
I think that's exactly what
Select
happened.
fire.
I retract that.
But the rest of them feel like, a bit more planned. Just kind of like notionally, an event space is going here.
Mm.
I'm not going full Redditor and saying, oh, they just fucking left it shit. Downgrade.
Yeah, they held that content.
Yeah, it's on the disc.
Yeah.
The whole, I swear, like, downgrade has become a word, a term that I can hear, and I immediately, like, as an immediate reaction, judge someone for saying it. Like, it's become one of those words now that it's like I heard someone use it in a completely different. I know people have been there. I used someone use it in a completely different context from a video game actually, but it was clear that because of them, their vernacular had come from video game
Right.
whinging.
I have a
so yeah,
word
hear
like
what
that
you're
in my brain at the moment, and that word is degenerate.
Degenerate.
And it's I just got shot up. The reason is because it is a super alt-right Nazi word.
Oh, is it? I wonder where that came from. I mean, I don't really want to know, I suppose. Hiya! He did not know I was there. I love that, I love that, I love that, I love that. I don't run away.
Oh wow, there's an invisible guy up here.
We should go this. Contact with hostile.
Oh, okay. Cool shield, and he was better than me.
Squads. Placing a gas trap. My vision is clear. Placing gas trap.
Actually, yeah, I could imagine Caustic saying degenerate.
Gas trap.
Yeah. Well, so it is literally a word that the Nazis did use. There's
Oh, like
a
the
big...
Nazis.
Yeah. So it's like a thing about a lot of their like book burnings and stuff were about degenerate art. Degenerate
Oh, I've definitely heard that term before, yeah.
But it's just used in discourse online now. If someone's just like, "Oh, that's degenerate," and you're like, "You know where you're getting this from, right? Like, why are you not examining the language you're using?"
So you get a lot of that, and it's. I think we touched on like gypped. Like when I hear people say that,
Yeah.
I can't not say something, even if it grinds the conversation to a halt while I explain it. Like.
Well, it's one of those things where everyone is just completely normalised. So you're the weirdo if you're like, that's offensive, and then you have to explain why, and then people still won't believe you.
Yeah,
Like,
because that
I had
makes them bad.
Yeah.